I'm Sydney Marcus.
I'm Ryan Meltzer.
I'm Leonie.
And we are Undertaking LA, and this is our phase 2 presentation. This is our table of contents.
In terms of positioning, the definition being the desired perception in the minds of consumers of the product, concept/brand relative to the competition. Undertaking strong ties with the death positive movement and global sustainability efforts results in a funeral service that is unlike anything offered by their competitors in terms of transparency, affordability, and environmental preservation. The funeral staff and morticians create a considerate process by identifying the wants, needs, and desires of each consumer, dedicated in the fact that they are dedicated through the fulfillment of their customers' demands in a uniquely designed funeral procession. They are also encouraging through strategic marketing and promotion on social media of our services. A good death increases product awareness and brand recognition. They are also professional by offering complete transparency in terms of prices and performance of each individual burial service. The positioning of people who are death positive might be categorized as modern, socially aware, philosophical, and environmentally conscious.
So the pricing practices are the main strategy that we have that makes us competitive against all other funeral homes, because we offer prices that are almost as low as they possibly can be. With a simple cremation starting at $1,000, simple witness cremation that's $1,600, an hour viewing and cremation, which is not witnessed, at $1,800, 1 hour service and witnessing cremation at $2,000, a 4-hour viewing and graveside service, which includes a natural casket, is $4,947, and then there's a direct burial in Joshua Tree Memorial Park, which is $2,200. On all of these include transportation of the body, and as well as a simple green burial, which is $2,962. And most of our pricing includes the basic service fee of filing paperwork, body transport, filing all the necessary paperwork and preparations of the body within our facilities.
For visibility, we have a lot of room for media growth. This can be done through customer relationships on platforms such as Yelp, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Similar social movements might be the eco-friendly one and a good death. And then we also offer services at a lower or reduced price and with less fees, additional fees. Undertaking, like I said, has a lot of room for growth amongst the online and social media community. By publicizing our positive customer relations, in particular, the previous experiences of customers with our service would bolster our reputation and death positivity as a whole. Through advertising lower price points and reduction of additional fees charged by Undertaking, makes our service a viable substitute to larger, more expensive corporations such as Service Corp. The inherent similarities between the eco-friendly community and the green death movement could also aid in the expansion of our customer base. An NFDA customer awareness survey reveals that 53.8% of customers would be interested in a green death funeral.
Some considerations that we have to take when we're thinking about our marketing strategy is the inherent drama of our product. Our product itself being death care. Not that many people want to talk about funerals and the preparation of funerals, as well as pre-arrangement of funerals in America. As well as that, we have the inherent drama of the owner of our company, her name is Caitlin Doty. She is an author, in addition to being a licensed mortician and the owner of Undertaking LA. And she's regarded to some in the funeral industry, some professionals, as in for the fame as she is an author. So some people think that she is within the funeral industry for the notoriety, even though she just is in it for the educational outreach. Another thing we need to take into consideration is the responsiveness to target audience needs at once, which means researching and then subsequently offering new death technology within our funeral home. And we also need to take into consideration our relationship to the competition. And like I said, we had extremely competitive pricing. We exploiting anyone in the process. So the main focus of our marketing plan is our marketing plan's creative strategy, which is to reach a wider audience on social media platforms to spread the message of debt positivity and offer resources to help consumers plan for their debt.
Okay, so instead sale goal, we're gonna talk about goals of our funeral homes. So because we are non-profit organization, so our major thing is spread a message of death to people who need it, but we still have sale goals for the first year is $40,000, and in order to do that, we use our social media to spread message of death positive and death education. Introduce a new funeral practice. This means traditional harmful funeral industry practice to keep consumer educated. Current social media engagement and expect growth. So for Instagram, we have 21,000 followers right now. We expect to increase to 25,000 in 1 year. And for Facebook, we have 10,047 followers right now, and we want to increase to 14,000 in 1 year. And for Twitter, we have 5,704 followers right now, and we want to increase to 10,000 in 1 year. And for Yelp, we have 7 reviews right now, and we want to increase to 50 in 1 year.
So the main focus of our marketing plan is primarily online and with social media marketing. So some things that we want to focus on are our Instagram promotional posts, paid posts, utilizing Twitter to connect to users and their families, as well as connecting on Facebook through advertisements and sharing positive reviews from Yelp, as well as advertising on Yelp. And another thing that we want to focus on is promoting our YouTube and Patreon subscription, which they go hand in hand because our Patreon is a monthly subscription service that funds the Ask Mortician YouTube series, which is led by Caitlin Doty and is produced in part by Undertaking LA. So here we have some examples of our social media marketing and some initiatives that we'd like to take along the way within our marketing timeline. We have a little bit of outreach with our community, with our Twitter and our Facebook accounts, sharing educational posts on our Facebook and advertising for some of the green funeral products that you can purchase and you can have sent to anywhere in the US on our Twitter account. We also want to feature, like I said, some good reviews because that's something that we really pride ourselves in is our good relationship with our previous consumers. We want to focus their glowing reviews. And we also want to take the time to make some sponsored Instagram posts to connect with maybe a different clientele that we wouldn't ordinarily interact with. As well as that, like I mentioned before, we want to focus on our Patreon because that is a way that is an avenue that we can get funding for our nonprofit organization. Right here it says Caitlin Doty is creating death-positive content on Patreon. So what does being death-positive mean? Being death-positive is probably the main value of our organization. Of someone who is death-positive, they are a member of the Order of the Good Death. They follow these 8 principles, and they believe that by hiding death and dying behind closed doors, we do more harm than good to society, and that we feel that it's important to talk about death within sort of a global way.
So we would really like to take advantage of some programmatic advertising as a way to also spread the message of death positivity, have it be something that pops up when someone is searching for something completely different so that it gets the idea of death positivity in their mind through advertisements of Undertaking LA. So our target market are some elderly people or people with a low to medium income. In other words, they need to be making some sort of money to be able to afford funeral services, but also elderly people already at the end of loss of a relative are also people that we would be looking at, and environmentally conscious people, and also death positive people. And publishers that we would like to have Undertaking LA seen on include Amazon, Google, YouTube, just to name a few. And I think because we are on YouTube as Ask a Mortician, that it would be really beneficial to start spreading that, so this way more people will go and click on our channel. And a programmatic premium service, a group that we would like to use would be Publicis Group, just as an example.
So point of sale advising and promotion, funeral arrangement are something that most Americans remain ignorant about until a need either move on a person on certain trust about them. As a new kind of approach, various service business may need guidance on their option. So funeral director need to own trust and fill the information gap and start the sale process for our funeral homes, all while providing information people need as they make their arrangement. And online advising is our primary way to spread message and information to consumers, and social media accounts provide information for people who want to engage with our funeral homes online.
And this is some of our MRI data that we wanted to share. Down here you could see how many people, these are men, between ages 45 to 54, and you can see about how many of them are on YouTube, and it is higher than any other social media platform in this category, which is good because that is where we have the largest following. And up here you can see how many people are generally on social media, and this is a very large amount of people, women more than men between the ages of 45 and 54, so we kind of understand where we need to target at on social media. And this is a little bit older, this is 55 to 64, so the elderly target market that I was talking about earlier. And again, if you look in the same area over here, they actually are on social media a good amount, almost as much as the age range right below them, and again on YouTube, same amount. And for our promotional planning timeline, we really just wanted to break apart what we're looking to do from 2020 to 2021. And all year round, we would really like to push these death education services where we talk about taking care of the dead at home and other matters of mortality, including how to move and dress and prepare the body at home, since you are able to go and get these caskets from Undertaking LA. And just the educational outreach is really important to us in terms of marketing. And that face-to-face potential with customers. So when you're going and teaching them about this, they're going to be more likely to use your service because they trust you, because you've given them some information. And spreading death positivity and awareness is a massive thing that we would like to get out of this education. And in addition, we provide in-house add-on services, including rings and necklaces. If you wanted to, say, include like the hair of a loved one that passed away, and that's something that you would want to carry on you all the time, this is something that they would let you do in-house. And so we would like to promote those products in addition to the education and our other green services. And throughout the year, we want to start by working on Facebook because that is where we have the least amount of following. And we also want to make sure that we're looking at our market segmentation and targeting very early on. And we want to do some Earth Day promotions on all platforms. So in other words, like doing events on Earth Day. And we want to push for those Yelp ads in addition to checking our competitive markets. For example, like trying to get a platform on a really nice cemetery could cost upwards of $40,000 just for the plot itself. And cremation can be upwards of $10,000 if you're not doing it with Undertaking LA. Halfway through the year, we have a checkpoint. Again, I talked about that jewelry promotion on all platforms and Ask a Mortician on YouTube and Patreon. We really want to push our Ask a Mortician page around the time of Halloween in addition to the jewelry, because that's when we think people will be most interested in that. And this is our We're Excited. And that is it. Thank you.